Alright, it has stopped. Let me get my stuff out here. Dang it. I need that. Got my copper, and I need my two molds. Alright, so I'm going to put the copper in here. Welcome back, guys. Sorry, we're jumping right into it. I'm going to cook this up. We're going to make this, and I'm going to make a single. You can see how this works here with the ingots. Okay, so right now it's brilliant white. It is liquid. If I try to break it open right now, it's going to turn into, well, it'll be ruined. So I've got to let it cool for a little bit. This is actually, you can actually, if you pour it in this, you can right click and you can pour into a mold while it's liquid like that, but we're not going to. And it is still liquid. Once it cools down, then we can use it. But for now, I'm just gonna, because I can't do it that way. All right. It's still liquid. It's white hot. It's liquid. See, it's cooling down. It's clicking down. It'll flip here in just a second. Still liquid. And you know, this'll, I got to get it cooled off before I can do that. Still liquid. We're gonna have to, dang it, look how long it takes for it to not be liquid. Ways. It's got to really cool down. Once it's solid, it gives you the option. You only need it like bright red or something for it to be solid. Orange liquid still. So we're gonna leave it alone. We're not gonna mess with it now. I can set it in here. It'll continue to cool, and it won't set anything. All right, oh, there. Roll out of here. All right. We need a lot more wood. We do need to make a charcoal pit at some point, but right now I have a Prospector Pic and a saw, and this is, like I said before, this is how you get into the Copper Age. Now we'll come back to this Prospector's Pic, use it with our copper pick, but for right now we got a copper saw, and this lets us do some cool stuff. One, you put a log in here with the saw and you can get lumber. Okay, now lumber can be used to make your typical, what you're used to seeing Minecraft planks. You get 2 per log, okay, when it comes all down to it. And we want to get 4 of these. Why, you ask? Oh, because we want to make a crafting table. Now, there is no such thing really as a crafting table in TerraFirmaCraft. But you see how these are all grayed out? Pay attention. Now they're not. So I've always got my crafting table in my inventory. It's a full crafting table now. I don't even get the item. I don't even get the crafting table item. I just get the the expanded inventory thing. Now if you die, you'll have to remake it. You'll have to rebuild it. But we now have access to do a lot of crafting that we couldn't do before. And, well, it's just gonna make things. This is when the game kind of really starts to open up, in my opinion. This is one of the points where the game opens up into further things. There's a few more points where things will open up. No, it's a pig. There's a few more points where things will open up. I'm going to leave these for the moment. What date is it? It's still summer. Okay, we're in July still. But for now, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to plant these. I don't think it's going to do me any good. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And we are going to go ahead and plant this garlic. And I don't think it's going to grow. I could probably harvest this stuff, the yellow bell peppers, but I don't think I need to worry about it right now. I don't know how much of the rest of this is actually going to get grown full. I might get the oats. I might get the rice before it gets too cold. The squash, I don't know. It might be fine. These green beans are mature. I could probably harvest them too and get them again. But I'm going to try to save it for... I've got quite a bit of food already picked. This won't decay while it's on the vine, as long as I pick it before it gets too cold and it dies. Okay. So, oh, I got another garlic seed I need to plant. I thought, oh, did I have 11? Okay, there. Now, let's head out. Let's go and let me show you a few more things we can do with this, and more specifically, what we can do with this lumber. This is when the game really starts to open up. All right, so you see this little thing sticking out? This is actually, with a piece of lumber, you can actually build one little pixel block at a time. I can build whatever I want. If I want to build like there, and then I want to put one here, and then I want to put this across the top here, here. I guess it's easier if I do it inside the, let me break them, get them back. But you see what I'm doing. I can build whatever I want. I can build fake, I guess I'd call it fake, fences. I can build real fences too. You can build real fences with sticks. You can build fence gates. You can build ladders, of course. Super important. We're going to need some of those actually. I'm going to build some now. That's probably not enough, but it'll start. It'll be a start. Build all sorts of good stuff, and I'm hungry, and that horse is freaking out up there. I should probably... I gotta decide where I'm gonna live. I don't want to go too far, because I got all these berry bushes waiting for me. Are you harvestable? No, blueberries not. Late summer, summer, early autumn. So these may become harvestable soon. If it's not too cold. If it's too cold, but the saw, probably these saw, copper saw. That's how you make it. We can make support beams. We can make lumber. You can craft your oak planks back into lumber by using your saw. You can, that's about it really, except that the lumber, now we can make tool racks, we can make barrels, we can make armor stand, we can make, vertical planks, so that the planks run vertically instead of horizontally on the sides of the block. We can make chests, we can make a loom to make a sluice, which is, this is the automated way to do the gold panning. And you can get other stuff besides just the sluice, or than just the copper and the gold. You can kind of get whatever you would find in that. Make a nest box. This is what you need if you're going to have chickens. We haven't found any chickens yet. They're not exactly easy to find, but this is what you need. And put this in the lot or whatever with the chickens, and they will lay their eggs inside of it. Okay. We can make buckets. This is how you make a bucket. It's a little different, but you can make a bucket, carry water around. Water works different. I'll show you that here. We're gonna make a bellows, piston base. You can make all sorts of crossbow. We could make. This is actually from one of the expanded add-ons I have, Terra Miscellaneous. You can make ladders just by doing this. Get 16 of them. Instead of just using sticks. Cellar door and cellars, and these are like cold places. Make this ice bunker. You make this cold room that you can store food in that will then get really slow because it's really cold in there. It's like 1 degree, 5 degrees, just above freezing. Cellar shelves. You can make doors. You can make these really cool looking fences like this, and they look really good. They look way better than the generic Minecraft one. Oh shoot! But I need to get upstairs. Yeah, upstairs. And I'm just gonna talk about it a little bit more. Where were we? But I just kind of want to show you what all we can do. We can make a planer. Got to use like a chisel head. I'm not even sure what all you can do with that, but that's on part of another mod. That's the TFC Editions mod. So that's something new that we will be working with. Let's see, we can make trapdoors. We can make beds. Got to get some cloth, silk, or wool. The alloy calculator, but again, I don't have any gems yet. All the different alloy calculators, and of course, just your regular planks. And let's see what else. This will allow us to make longbows. I guess that's to repair it, maybe? Maybe that's to repair it. And we can make crossbows. We can make planed sycamore planks. Okay, so that's what the planer's for. You can just craft these down into more sticks. And let's see what these are good for. Oh, now we can make some pretty... Oh, those are kind of cool looking. And that's cool too. Oh, I really like that. That'd make a good floor. And this would make like good detail with the floor. It's almost like a tile thing. So the building opportunities in this are pretty great. And I like it. I like the way that it works in this way better than I do in most Minecraft mods, where you just use the chisel mod and you throw the item in with the chisel, and then you just pick what you just changes what you want. Just pick what I don't like that as much as I do this mod. You've got to do the work. You got to get the right tools. You know, you're woodworking here. We can build a boat too. I didn't see that on there, but there's a way to build boats. That's what planks. We can build boats and we can go sailing. Come sail away, come sail away. Some burpees. Burpees, 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 burpees. All right. That's the thing. We've entered the Copper Age. So I've shown you a little bit about the saw, and I promised I would. What I'm going to do now, leave my saw here. Stick it on the wall. My tool item. I just threw all that stuff on the... Yep. Okay. Tool rack. We're going to slap that on the wall. And then we can slap tools on here. There's 4 spots. You can kind of see them. See, there's 1, 2, 3. I don't see that one very crouched down. 3 and 4. And you just take the tool and you right click on it, and it sticks it up there on the wall. That's how you have to store tools. But they won't fit in here. If I build a chest, they won't fit in the chest. But that's how you have to do it. I usually take my saw with me because I kind of need it. You'll end up needing it at some point. You're going to be doing something, and you're going to be like, oh man, I need my saw. I got to build stuff. And I usually take wood with me too. I'll probably get me a couple, like 32 wood here, so that we can make the beams, the support beams. These are important. This is how we keep things from collapsing on us. There are a lot of rules that go with the support beams too, and I'll explain it to you as we go. Need this, but you know what I do need? This is something we can do. I'm sitting here. We're gonna make ourselves a double chest. Now, double chest is not, you know, it's really useful, but it's not the same as I'm making all this stuff, and it's just gonna be pain. Get it all moved when I do find my home, but we haven't made that home yet, so I've got a double chest, but I can't put everything in it. Like, tools will not go in there. Oh, that will, because it's small. That's funny. Like an axe won't, a saw won't, but some of this stuff will. I can store like lots of stuff in here if I want. Put that in there, put that in there, and that in there. We'll probably take that with us in case we need it. I don't need the sand. I don't need to carry this limonite. I don't need the gold pan. Keep that. I don't need the hoe with me, but I can't put it in there. Drop back down. Put the hoe on this. And I can break that and I can take it with me. Pardon me. Everything can just fit in there. No problem. And, you know, having a chest or the ability to make chests is pretty nice. The other really good thing is, you know, I've been carrying that vessel on my back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's something way better than a vessel to carry on your back. That's a barrel. Get yourself a barrel. It's empty right now, so I can walk around with it, no problems. And we can throw that down. And it holds, look at that, 12 slots. That's a pretty good backpack for this mod. That's a really good backpack for this mod. What can I throw in here that I don't really want to have out? I can't put logs in. Oh yeah, logs have to be stacked on the ground. Like I've done the hold shift and right click them on the ground to make the logs. I'm just kind of killing a little bit of time here till dawn comes up. And I'll go show you how to use a Prospector's Pic, or at least the beginning part of it. When I go mine like sphalerite or the bismuth that isn't sticking out the side of a cliff face, I'll show you how to do that even better, or how it becomes really useful when you're doing that. I don't fire starter at all anymore. No, I have a flint and steel. And let's just throw some stuff in here. The knife go in? Knife will. Well, let's keep the knife out. And the dirt. We'll keep the dirt. Nah, we'll keep the dirt in there. Nah, we'll keep it out till it's a full stack. My torch went out. Boop. There we go. And how am I doing on food? I don't have any extra food on me. That's not good. Let's see. Should I take this out? Oh, one of these is empty. Let's just take that. Let's unseal. Take this stuff out. And that stuff really didn't decay much. Let's go ahead and clean it up. Hit D. Took all the decay off. Which you actually lose food when you do that. It loses weight when you do that. But now I have it in there, and then I can throw it in here. I've still got my squash in my inventory. And let's check on my rest of my food. Let's make sure that it's not getting too decayed. That's getting pretty decayed. Let's go ahead and cut the decay off and open it back up. Put those back. One can go back in here, and then this one, we're getting a little bit of decay. Let's just go ahead and clean it up. D. We don't want to end up with that meat disappearing completely. That would be a bad thing. Let's cry. Okay. So I was taking this with me, and this one's sealed still. It's all right. I don't think I need to cut the decay off that yet. Leave it sealed for now, and seal that. So make sure you seal it just like before. Punch it with your fist, and when it pops off, it'll immediately go on your back. Boom. So now I've got, gonna work. Still not working right. But it goes on your back. You carry wrong button. You carry that around on your back, and you can go exploring, and you've got yourself a backpack. It's also really useful because I'll show you why. I'll show you how when I go to build a mine, I'll show you how that works. But for now, let's just move our butts over here. I'm just going to show you a little bit about how that works. Hold on. Okay. I just want to see how long we've been recording. Okay, so we've got time. So we're going to go over here. I need to spend some time over here to get the monsters to stay away. Get some spawn protection. It's still early morning. We got fog. That's why it looks like this right now. Isn't that cool? Morning fog. That's pretty awesome. In my book, that's really awesome. We're going to head. We're going to roll out. Roll out. Oh, moo, says the cow. There's our hot springs waterfall that we're familiar with. Climb our butts up here. Pull up. All right, just do a pull up. Just gotta do a pull up. All right, we'll just step up. There we go. All right, and now I'm going to show you about ye old Prospectors Pic. Now, can you dig with this? No, you cannot. You cannot dig with a Prospector's Pic. That's not what its purpose is. That's not what it's for. I'm eating a lot of squash lately. That's not what it's for. It's, you right click with it on stone and it gives you this little information. Oh, we found a large sample of lapis lazuli. Found a very large sample of lapis lazuli. You have found lapis lazuli. All right, so this helps you find the ores. Did you see how it said large and then it said very large? As you get closer to where the vein is, it's going to increase in amount. So nothing of interest. You can get, see, I'm at traces now. I'm so far away. I got a small sample. I got traces. And as long as I keep kind of moving as that increases, it'll help me locate exactly where it is. Is that over there on the, in that wall? There's something sticking out of that wall right there. I can see some ores in it. All the way up. That's pretty cool. This is why mountains are useful. Sometimes you can just find the ores sticking out the side. There's some in that too. It looks like lapis. Looks like there's maybe some lapis over there, or bismuth. One of the two. So if I hammer this, I'm still getting lapis. I don't want to see about the lapis. I want to know about the tetrahedrite. So we've got traces of tetra now. I got a medium sample. Sometimes you get a false negative. This is one of your skills. Where are they? Prospecting. This is one of your skills. As this gets better, you will get less false negatives. So I know it's there, but like if I click, it says I found nothing of interest. But we know it's there. All right, so I should be getting medium, but you will occasionally get false positives. So now what the problem is, still giving. We're getting closer to the tetra. Large sample. We're gonna find a spot here that we want to dig into. Large sample. Okay. We know where it is. We've been right there. Or this is like this won't. All right. This is gonna show me where the center of the vein is. This is how you can use this to find the center of the vein, and I will show you how to do that. It's a lot easier to do when we're underground and not hanging off the side of a cliff face. So when we're not hanging off the side of a cliff face, I will show you how to do that. Now, something I am going to do here. Oh, we need to go down a little. Digging down is usually fairly safe. You've got to get pretty deep to run into like a pool of lava. Unless you're mining near where there's lava on the surface, then there are actual, the game spawns with actual vents of lava going up out of from the bedrock up. And so if you see lava on the surface, there's probably places you may find lava digging down, but here there's no lava around. Monsters everywhere. I think some underground. See, oh, there we go. And underground again. There's monsters everywhere down here. What I am going to do, I'm going to show you how to do, or what to do with these support beams. As just a quick tutorial. Oh, give me my saw. All right. So we've got to dig in here. 2, 3. All right. We will put a support beam here. This right now does nothing. It's doing nothing right now. As much as you think, well, this should be like helping support this, it's not. Okay? Trust me on this. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Now what I'm doing is a little risky. Because I'm underneath here and I'm digging, and every time I dig, there could be a collapse. Let me just dig this. Hope it doesn't collapse on me. All right, so put this down. Still doing nothing. Now it's supporting weight. The way it works, and this is just going to be quick and down and dirty, and I'll show you a little bit more about how to work this and work with it, I should say. This horizontal bar, so I put one on the ground, it'll build up 3 blocks, right? It makes a 3 block high pole when I put it on the ground, and it uses 3 of these. Okay, so I'm not just using one and making a 3 block high hole. It used 3. I did it here. It used 3. That's 6. Use that one. That's 7. I have 1 left because it makes 8. When you put 2 logs in there with the saw, you make 8 support beams, and that's, so you can see I'm not lying. This bar right here, this horizontal bar, this one, it kind of looks like it's horizontal. It's not. It's a vertical bar. It does not do anything. This one either. This horizontal bar is doing some supporting. So everything within 4 blocks of this square will be held up above it. And a little bit underneath, I think it'll go to here. I think it'll go, so the block above, and then I think it does the 2 below. It will support. And you can test this out if you want. You can set one up out in the middle of a clearing and start building dirt on top of it. Okay. So it's going to support all of this. And I can dig this out without fear. And I can dig everywhere within 4 blocks of this block, of this crossbar. So this 1 block above it and down 2, I believe, are supported by this. So I'm safe right here. I can dig and I can dig as long as I don't go too far. So I'm 1 block away. And it does this in a square shape, not a circular, so you don't have to worry about trying to figure that out. But so we're, 1 block, 2 block, 3, and 4. Boom. All right, so now if I go this way, it could collapse. This direction could collapse. But if I go like this direction, so now we're even with it, right? And I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. No worries. Either of these 2 here in the corner, those 2 right there, either one of those could collapse on me. But I've got this area around this that it's safe to dig. And, this is not the best way to do it. You do not want to strip mine in this game. You just do not. The tools are too hard to make. Okay? They're too difficult to make. These copper tools. Don't want to strip mine. That's a waste. And there's just better ways to do it. And the veins flow fairly freely insofar as if you find a block. Now, this may be a bad vein. This may be a poor... a vein that's not very thick. It did say it was only a large deposit. We found a very large sample. I'm getting closer to where it is. That's a large. Very large. Large. Very large. Okay, so I know, because it went from large here, very large, and this is just another tip on how to use this, that I got to go that direction to find the center of this vein. Okay, so I know digging this way does me no good. Going this way, though, may. It will support this dirt. Now watch this. We all know dirt falls, but because I have that dirt ain't gonna fall. It's gonna float there. It's being supported by this beam here. I don't know how dangerous this is gonna get. Shouldn't be too bad. I should be pretty safe. Let's throw a torch up there, just kind of put some light outside. But I should be pretty safe. But this thing will support every block. This platform, I guess you can call it, above it, it will support. And I can show you a little bit how this works. So, break that. Let's break that. Okay. And let's dig this one. Oh, there's four right there. But we'll get to that. No, I'm going to dig that right now. I don't want to lose it. All right. Now, I've got dirt on me. Okay, so I can take a piece of dirt. I can put it right there. Still holding on because of this bar. I can take a piece of dirt and I can put it right there. Still good to go. But if I put a piece of dirt here, cave in. That could have been, it could have triggered something. But you see, it'll do the block above, the block on the same level, and the one block below. It keeps 100% supported. 4 blocks in all directions. So, and this can, you can stretch this out, I think, 3 horizontals in between. But really, you just need to like put one of these here, and then I could go like to this point, 4 blocks away. I could put another one, and I could go 4 blocks away, and I could put another one. And you can do it that way. It's great. And this is when you get to do, you can start doing the cool things like, I've got my little hidey hole. Oops. I got my little hidey hole that I hide in. You can't get me, monsters. I'm hidden. And you can make your own little tunnel through here. Smart moving becomes really useful when you've had a cave in. You crawling around on stuff doesn't usually cause a cave in. I've seen cave-ins happen, but I'm not sure that they were happening because I was crawling around on stuff. I think they were happening more because there's some sort of update check that it does on this, on blocks, that occasionally it will do it. See? That one's still floating there. But we can, that's a very good demonstration of how this works. So, taught you a little bit about mining. We're going to do some more in-depth mining here coming up. I'll probably at least one more episode of me just doing mining. For now, I'm going to work on getting a bunch of this copper together and getting it out of here. There's a block that's floating. And getting the copper out of this mountainside as best as I can. And I will see you guys all in the next episode. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you're enjoying it, and we're learning things. We're getting further. Not at a tremendous rate of speed, but this isn't. I don't know. I don't feel rushed to rush through this mod pack. I never have. There's other mod packs where it's like, oh well, I know I got to get this and I got to get this and build a chopper so that I can get me a bunch of wood really fast, and I got to build this and I got to build that, and got to get me an automatic sieve, or whatever it is. I always feel like I got to rush to get to that next point. Whereas here, I know trying to rush is not going to work. You just kind of take your time, try to enjoy the world, enjoy what you're doing, enjoy exploring this place, because TerraFirmaCraft's really kind of cool. It's a whole new way of playing Minecraft that it isn't realism. It's not. It's believability. And that they even say that. Kitty Chanley, I think, is one of the creators of this mod pack. And kind of also really handles the